Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the update from the Luhansk Front or Izium Front, either one because it's right in the middle. So there is this update that the Russians is now fighting at Bilohorivka. So the fighting is reported at Bilohorivka. This is actually from the mayor, I think, of this from the Ukrainian side. I actually not very familiar with this guy, Serhiy Haidai. So the Haidai is here, and the Russians is now attacking Bilohorivka. The fact that there is no breakthrough at Novodruzhsk, and Privilia is actually still fighting, suggests that the Russians actually crossed the rivers around here. So maybe they move along this road all the way down, and they actually did a pontoon crossing or tampon crossing, whatever you like to call it. then this corroborates the previous update. I think maybe a few days ago that they are fighting in this forested area. So looks like the fighting at this forested area has came out positive for the Russians, and they are now crossing the river and did this punch through the rear of the line, the front line, and they are now attacking Bilohorivka. If they capture here, then it will actually leave all this area wide open, and they will be able to take Zolotarivka and cut off the reinforcement route or resupply route from this area. Then the Ukrainians will be only left with this road south of Lysychansk. And this road is actually extremely dangerous to use because it's rather close to the front, and they will have to go up north, which is rather close to Zolotarivka as well. So this push here is extremely vital if you ask me, strategically or tactically. I think this should be considered strategic, right? So this is a very important push of hitting the rear. As of you have probably know due to the summary I have covered yesterday, all these new entrenchment. This is a proper entrenchment, a proper fortification. Before the war started, at least based on this Google map, there isn't any of such entrenchment being built around this area. All of them is actually all towards the eastern front here. The reason is because if you are not familiar, at the start of the war, the front line, so this part is not actually not the Russian side, but the front line is actually all the way down here. So ignore this part, it's all the way here, which is why the entire eastern front, all the huge or deep fortification, is all around this area. So that's why this part is totally not as entrenched as this entire front line here, and to the surprise of the Ukrainians, the Luhansk People's Republic forces punched very hard up north and captured this entire region of Luhansk People's Republic or Luhansk Oblast very, very quickly, and which is why now the front line mainly is around here and are capped off at Severodonetsk, and now the front line is now pushing here. So for those people who have been asking, you would have flanked the fortifications or entrenchments. You can see that you can't really flank this kind of continuous fortification, like some of you commenters have mentioned Maginot line. Yeah, you don't really flank a Maginot line if it's a continuous, but you can actually, like the Nazi Germany did. They actually went through Belgium. So for the Russians, they are actually trying to go through from Velika Novosilka, from Hoyaipo, from Izium, and now they are actually going south from the north here, from Liman and area from here. So this is actually the flanking of the heavy entrenchment. So in case you are talking about, no, you can't really flank around this entire line. You have to flank around here, which is what the Russians is already doing from Izium, from Velika Novosilka, as well as Huaypo. In fact, is here, this part they were trying to go up here. Here is actually already very heavily entrenched, especially on this side of Marinka. This part is actually very heavily entrenched as well. So that is the situation now, and this Bilohorivka fighting would be rather pivotal. If the Russians have a foothold here and they are able to span out, this will be a second Izium. It will be like just like Izium, where they punch out from Khyamka and Donetsk here. This will look exactly like it, and Severodonetsk and Lysychansk will be cut off rather easily. And this entire front here will run out of supplies if the road here is actually captured. So if the Russians are able to take Zolotarivka, and then they take Volodymyr, and then they take this junction here, then resupply route to this side will be totally cut off, and this will spell disaster for the Ukrainian lines in this area. So anyway, this is just a quick update. I talked a bit too much, so it's a bit not so quick anymore. So this is a quick update from the Luhansk front, and I will see you in the next update.